We're joined by Nathan King live from our Washington, D.C. newsroom. Nathan, no progress from the U.S. on the Keystone Pipeline.
Good to see you again, Michelle. That's right. The Keystone Pipeline already brings oil recovered from tar sands in Canada's west all the way to the Midwest here in the U.S. But the proposed extension would bring that oil all the way to the U.S. Gulf Coast. However, the decision on whether to build it has been held up for nearly 3 years by environmental concerns. The U.S. State Department will have the final say. The US, Canada and Mexico are sometimes known as the Three Amigos, and Canada issued a friendly reminder to its southern neighbour of the importance of the Keystone Pipeline extension.
This is a great project for the future economic prosperity of Canada. It's a great project that will create a lot of jobs here in the United States. It's a great project which will increase the energy security of our closest friend and ally, and we obviously want to see and look forward to a positive decision.
Keystone has run into strong opposition in Nebraska, a state the planned pipeline would cross. It houses one of the largest sources of drinking water in the US. Environmentalists have made stopping the pipeline a priority, and US President Obama ordered a second review of the consequences. That review has taken more than 2 years, and with no signal of when a decision will be made.
My hope is that before long, that analysis will be available, and then my work begins.
Keystone aside, the foreign ministers stressed the success and scope of the North American Free Trade Agreement.
Exports to Mexico just from the U.S. were larger than exports to China and Japan together. They were larger than the sum of exports to Germany, France, Holland, and the UK put together.
But there has been pressure after 20 years to reinvigorate NAFTA, especially when it comes to harmonising rules and regulations across the three countries that would make it easier for small businesses to conduct cross-border business, not just the big corporations. These issues will be discussed by US President Barack Obama, Canadian Prime Minister and Mexican President at a summit in Toluca, Mexico next month.